Okay, fourth time's the charm. Now that I actually have my controls all in order, by the way, here's my plans. Now that I have my controls all in order, let's go and play a little. Yeah, I don't know why, but my controller is just not connected to my computer. I don't know if it was like, oh, your computer is on too long, so your controller blah 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 or whatever. Or if there's a case of, oh, well, you know, you're editing a video right now, so that's going to interfere with the controller. What do you think, Cinnamon? But after a quick reset, here we are. Huzzah. Grinding up on some apples. Oh, also, game volume is much too loud. I still had it set to Hitman levels. Well, no one could probably hear us. So, what you doing today? Is there any big and fun plans? Cool. Are you down for trying more of our Crystal Corral? Pardon? Oh, for some reason OBS wasn't picking you up. Eek. Do. Yeah, that Command Fest event. Sure looks like it's gonna be a fun time. They have Arch Enemy and Plane Chase EDH games going on. So that's usually fun. Grand Melee, which I'll really have to get a feel for like the vibes of it, because something like a Grand Melee, all someone really needs is to get some infinite combo deck and then they just kill everybody and win. Not so cool. Oh, look, an appa. We got an apple. Yeah. Yeah, I just wish that there was more information about the event on the website. Because it's like, oh, hey, if you participate in this, you get a promo card. It's like, oh, cool, what's the card? It's a card. So it could literally just be like a basic land.
That would seem like a very bad decision on their part if that's what they wanted to do.
I mean, I went to an event a while back where yeah, you had to use like entry tickets to play Commander games, and everyone who participated got like a basic land. It was like, you know, foil and with art from like a well-known and respected magic artist, but still basic lands. And then it's like, oh, there are like two current Command Fest promo cards. One is a Path of Ancestry, not a particularly great card, and one is Arcane Signet, which is an alright and useful card. And it looks like for this Command Fest, the promos are going to be the Signets. But there are other events going on, and who knows. There's also, there's also apparently a sealed commander event going on. Normally sealed is you get like a few booster packs, typically 6, you build a deck, play against other people playing their sealed decks. Make a tournament out of it. Except this is build a commander deck out of an entire booster box. So you pay the, what, $200 or so for a pre-release booster box, build an entire commander deck by yourself, and then go and play against other people. And like, I have built commander decks just out of the contents of a booster box before, but I mean, sealed already is swingy. Tabitha likes the apple. Yeah, still no love points with Tabitha, but she likes us at least.
It's nice to be liked.
Oh yeah, very much so, yes. Also, if you look over here, we got ourselves a kitchen. We can cook stuff now.
Cool. Now you can do those cooking competitions.
You know, once I have stuff to cook, yes.
What, you don't have stuff to cook?
Nope. I don't have any utensils yet. So none of my stuff I can use for cooking. That's why I'm going, was it radishes? Turnips. I think it's radishes. In the other cave. And then once those grow, I'm going to replace them with cucumbers. To start growing cucumbers instead.
You're a cucumber.
No, I actually got that removed, thanks.
I didn't say you have one, I said you are one.
Oh. Crunchy. Alright. Almost level 38. Our attack is 36. We are due for a multi-point upgrade in our attack at any time now. Yeah, these apples are mostly 2-hit kills. But some are still occasionally 3 hits. Woohoo, level up. Exact same attack. still. We're up by like 1 in like 4 levels. Oh well, I suppose. Hey, come on, Nappa. No. Yeah. Hopefully all of these turnips we're going. Yeah, hopefully the pickled turnip that we can make out of them is going to give us a lot of it's going to let us recover mood points and lots of health. Because at some point by the end of the summer, I want to go and finally clear out this entire cave. It's only the 3rd of summer so far, so we still have a few weeks. Yep.
Yeah, the only thing I'm doing right now is just sorting through some of the Pokemons.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm isolating all my legendaries that I've got so far. I've almost got a full box of them. Well, legendaries and I guess mythicals, I don't quite get, why some are classified slightly differently. It's just like, meh.
Uh-huh. Who knows, Billy? But I think that for Pokemon Fusion, a lot of the, making a great team thing would really rely on, say, combining abilities with moves that should not be together. Like getting a Pokemon...
You mean like Fissure and No Guard?
Yes. Or a Spore with, I think, Trickster?
So, it's interesting. I have... What the hell is this? Oh. So let's see, I have at least one of all the 3 legendary beasts. I have the black and white trio. Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem.
Weird. Oh, wait, can you fuse the first 2 together? Reshiram, Zekrom?
Sure.
Whatever it was? Wasn't that supposed to make the other one? My black and white lore is very... not there.
Basically, with the way that it is that technically all 3, I guess, were originally supposed to be one Pokemon. And you actually literally can fuse Kyurem, which is the 3rd one, with one of the other 2. but like only one at a time.
Aw, you can't do triple fusions?
I'm talking about in base lore.
Oh.
I don't have access to triple fusions yet. Alright, so I have all my legendaries sorted. Let's see here. I've got a couple of Kyogres. Got Jirachi, a Latios, a couple of Regigigas, 2 Entei, 2 Giratinas, 3 Palkias. No Dialgas yet, though. 3 Zekrons, 2 Genesect, 3 Suicunes, a Raikou, a Reshiram, a Kyurem, and a Deoxys.
Well, you know what they say, right?
What?
Fusion. About fusion. It's just a It's just a cheap tactic to make weak Pokemon stronger.
Yeah, you say that, but I'm gonna fuse Deoxys with where is it here? There it is. With Lopunny. Wait. That doesn't look right. Wait, is it with Gardevoir? Am I supposed to do it?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe not. I was thinking that I'm gonna do
I guess if we could get like a rain day, that would be very useful.
and so I also separated out the ones that we've had in our party that we're no longer currently actively using.
Sure.
Plus the eggs that I currently have, and 3 other ones that I'm just like, I don't want to unfuse these ones.
Sure. The Shedinja with the bear is another one of those
Yes.
mix things together that were never supposed to be together. We can finally have our normal ghost type.
I mean, the thing is, it's good, except it's weak to dark type moves, which show up a lot more often than you'd think. Plus the fact that this is a randomized playthrough, you really don't know what's going to have what.
I mean, how often do fairy type moves show up?
Not very often, actually.
Yeah, combine Shedinja with the dark type. Right? Dark Ghost should only be weak to fairy, right? Unless I'm completely misremembering.
Let me think here. Is there a typing that's literally only weak to bug?
I think I looked through all of the typings that Shedinja could be a part of, and I only found those 2.
So Dark Ghost and Normal Ghost are the ones with the least weak types.
Yeah. From as far as I recall, yeah.
Still have Saichu, which, again, neither of them have evolved, but I still got them there. Rat King, which, honestly,
I mean, doesn't Psyduck need a Water Stone and Pikachu needs a Thunderstone? Or does Psyduck only evolve with levels?
I think it evolves on level up.
Yeah, shout out to when I was a kid playing through Pokemon, and I thought that, like, even if a Pokemon could evolve via normal ways, like levels, you could still give it a stone to force the evolution early.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way.
No, but it makes sense. Like, give a Charmeleon a Firestone, make it into a Charizard. There are evolution stones, after all.
The thing is, I think that they're supposed to, like, put out a certain type of radiation, like, with each type of stone, is basically what it is. Basically, evolution stones are just radioactive.
I mean, so are microwaves, but...
Here's the thing. I don't think there's a single Pokemon that can evolve by, like, yeah, there's no Pokemon that can, evolve by level up as an alternative to the Stone Fusion.
No. All Pokemon have only one method of evolution that, as it pertains to a specific
Yeah.
evolution of Pokemon.
Yes.
So like Eevee has like 7 ways it can evolve, but into like 7 different Pokemon.
8.
8 now?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I thought it was an odd number because I was like, no, each generation introduces 2 until Gen 6 introduced Fairy, but I forgot Gen 1 has 3.
Yeah. So by the original way of doing it, not counting how it got changed for fusions, because it isn't really able to calculate the other stuff.
Friendliness.
Is that
I mean, just give your Eevee some friendliness pellets.
So 3 stones. See, and that's the interesting thing, is that evolving into Glaceon and Leafeon, technically they just need to be evolved around some other large natural stones, including one that's basically just covered in moss for Leafeon.
Moss Stone, Ice Stone. Leaf Stone works in Gen 8.
Yeah, I know some versions have just changed how it works just for the sake of that.
Gosh, I should really get back into playing Gen 9 and trying to complete that there Pokedex. But, meh.
Well, you can't do that until you're able to use your capture card, right?
No, on my handheld Switch.
Oh, you mean like just for fun?
Yeah, just casual play.
Okay, because I thought you were doing that for your videos.
Now, for the videos, it was just like, hey, this Pokemon can't be caught in Scarlet, let's get it. God, so many stumps here, so little time. So much stuff to collect. So, I mean, don't forget that we also have to go way back into this cave.
Alright, let me think here. I want to fuse Alakazam with something, but what do I have would be good to fuse with Alakazam?
See, the thing is, like, fusing Pokemon together just for an increase in stats is pointless, because the stats seem to get, like, equaled between the two. So it's like, okay, well, what ability does Alakazam have? It can have the one where it only takes damage due to attacks. So do you have, like, a Pokemon with, like, attacks that, I don't know, do, like, recoil? Like, give it, like, Skull Bash or whatever. That's a physical attack, though. A special attack version of Skill Bash.
Wait, what? Why would I want to attack version of Skill Bash?
I might be thinking of the wrong one, but, like, doesn't Alakazam have the ability where it only takes damage from attacks, from being attacked, so it's effectively immune to, like, poison and burn?
Well, the ability that this one has is Synchronize, which passes the status of burn, poison, or paralysis to the foe. That's the ability this Alakazam has.
Yeah, I know I've done a lot of research in the past about, like, really useful abilities and all that, but I don't really remember most of it. Oh, right, all of this goes... It's my fridge. Here's my fridge.
I had wanted to also sort out ones that are like would be good candidates for fusions, but it's just like there is way too many. Do have a ninja ask. Speed boost would be really good. Okay. What Pokemon gets moves that would be really... Let's see, what moves do you get? Well, you already have Slash. So. Because, like, some Pokemon are, like, just like, not really worth the time trying to, combine them with anything. But other ones are just like... And you definitely want to pick ones that are kind of similar levels, usually, too.
Usually, yeah, I'd imagine.
Like Zoroark. Zoroark, I definitely want... Oh. Okay, my immediate thought was Zoroark with Shedinja, but, of course, you can't have two abilities. And the main reason to use Zoroark is for the illusion ability.
I mean, isn't it, like, dark anyway?
Yes. So it would be our Dark Ghost one.
Yep. Dark Ghost with Wonder God.
Yeah, but not with Illusion, and that's what I was just like, I was hoping to have it with Illusion.
Nah. Gosh, if it wasn't for Wonder God, Shedinja would just be a completely ignored Pokemon. Like, it can get some alright moves. Yeah, if only you could make Shedinja pure electric type and give it an air balloon. Oh, come on. Hey. Yeah. So I'm just here thinking, like, okay, what command attacks do I want to try bringing to Command Fest? It's like, what ones are actually fun to play? I haven't played Casual Commander in, like, so long. But I think it'd be really funny to make and bring a Oops All Companions deck. Technically not a legal deck, but it'd still be fun to play, I'm sure. Have I told you about that deck idea, Azura?
No.
So, the Companions was a very disliked, not format, whatever. Ability, whatever. Keyword, that's it. A very disliked keyword from a couple of years ago, where you can have the companion start out outside the game, and then you can play the companion. And then the rule changed to, to pay 3 mana to put into your hand, and then you can play it, whatevs. And from that point onward, it's just flat out in the game now. However, you can only have a companion for your deck if your deck follows the companion's restrictions. So there's stuff like, oh, well, all of your cards other than your lands have to be in odd CMC. So 1, 3, 5, 7. And this one's like, all of your cards have to be even CMC. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8,
What the heck?
etc. What's up?
Oh my god.
What?
That explains it. I apparently had 2 instances of the game open.
Oh, what? That's weird.
I was just like, why are there no Pokemon in, why are all my legendaries back in their thing? No, it's okay. Now I'm no longer freaked out.
Okay, good. So, yeah, there's one, or there's a companion that actually got, like, banned in Vintage for a little while, which is really a lot to talk about. All of your permanents in your deck have to be CMC 2 or less, because Vintage pretty much only plays, like, cheap cards. So that was basically just a free companion for Vintage, for every Vintage deck. There's an auto companion. Unfortunately, it's banned in Commander.
I like this.
Woo! Plus a point of attack. We'll chop down one more. Maybe 2, I don't know.
Okay, what do you think is more useful? Reduce opponent's speed by 2 or confuse them?
Confusion.
Okay.
Because if you reduce their speed, they're still going to attack. Unless you knock them out first. But if you confuse them, there's 50-50 chance that they just won't attack.
I mean, this Dust Rourke in my favorites.
Alright, I just wrong. Okay. But yeah, Lutri, the otter. As a companion, its restriction is all of your non-land cards have to... all of your cards other than basic lands have to have different names. Which is already the deck building requirement for Commander in general, so... yeah. Banned in Commander before it even got out.
How do you feel about a Scizor Kabutops fusion?
Seems very sharp.
Okay, now here's the question. it turns out that both forms are unique, like have unique appearances. So should we go with the rock bug or steel water version?
I mean, steel water sounds better.
It also, based on the silhouette, looks better.
So, I have that. Right, time. Almost 7.
Oh, that is awesome.
Cool. Stuff, things going on. Oh, yeah. So, out of all 10 of the companions, there are 2 that cannot be played in Commander legally. There's Lutri, that's banned because its entire companion cost is the Commander cost in general. One more, we got Appa? Seriously? How dare. Whatever, we can use that tomorrow. And the other one is, no, not that one. Yorion, which actually recently just got banned in Modern 2. Because its deck building restriction is that your deck is at least 20 cards bigger than the minimum deck size. It got banned in Modern because it led to a tier 1 deck basically just called a Money Pile. That's apparently a really, really oppressive deck. I don't know the details of it, but you can't play in Commander because in Commander you have to have exactly 100 cards. You can't put in an extra 20 no matter how much you might want to. Which also makes Battle of Wits almost totally useless in Commander. Almost, but not completely. I have like 2 Commander deck brews where Battle of Wits could theoretically be used to authentically win the game. It's funny. Whatever. Wait, can I actually recall all 10 companion restrictions at once here? Let's see. CMC 2 or less, CMC 3 or more, all odds, all evens, all different cards, at least 20 extra cards, that's 6. All of your creatures are, was it cat, nightmare, beasts? Cats, nightmares, or beasts, that's 7. No more than one of any mana symbol in the casting cost of any of the cards. That's 8. Every card in the deck has an activated ability. That's 9. And then, my personal favorite, Umori! Every card in the deck, other than lands, share a card type. I brewed a couple of fun Amori decks, because making Amori creatures is a bit too on the nose. Making Amori artifacts would be a bit easy. And also really good, because I know what it's like to make an predominantly all artifacts deck. It gets really good. Amori enchantments I've been tempted to make, but it would either have to be specifically Golgari enchantments, which would probably be pretty poor, or 5-color enchantments, which would probably be really good. Oh my gosh, another apple!
Stop eating apples.
I'm not eating them, I'm picking them up for your girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Tabitha. The maid?
Okay.
She likes apples.
Alright.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, so I have an Umori All Planeswalkers deck, which is really fun, if it actually is able to get going. And I have an Umori Tribal deck, because for a period of, like, 2 sets, Tribal was made as a card type. As a card type, it gives creature types to non-creature cards, like enchantments, instants, and sorceries. and a few artifacts. So it's just a whole bunch of really bad cards. But if I have a Moy out, they all cost 1 less, which makes them almost okay. And I have more fun as the commander because there are no actual authentic 5-color tribal cards, so I have to rule 0 a 5-color identity creature as the commander. But then I can, with more fun, name a creature type, and all spells I cast of that creature type cost 1 less, or cost Wooburg less. So I can... Also, all of my other creatures of that type get +1/+1. It gets useful. But that deck is also like half lands because there's only approximately 50 tribal cards. So I'm just running all of those and a bunch of lands. So, theoretically, a commander deck could have all 10 companions as companions. It'd only be breaking about 4 different rules. So I'd have to rule 0 about 4 things at once. 1, any deck can only have a maximum of 1 companion, so I'd have to rule 0 to have multiple companions. Otherwise my Planeswalker deck could have like 4 authentically. What's my thinking? Yeah. So I'd have to rule 0 having more than just 1 companion. I'd have to rule 0 allowing Lutri as a companion, because it's banned. I'd have to rule 0 being allowed to play a 120 card deck, because normally that's not allowed. And I'd have to rule 0 the commander itself. And so a 120 card deck with 10 companions, and all 120 cards are just lands.
Yeesh.
None of them are creatures, I don't have to care about the creature restriction. If they're all lands, I don't have to care about the mana cost or mana value restrictions. And as long as they all have inactivate abilities, which most lands do, I don't have to worry about that restriction. So just a 120 card deck, it's all lands. And then I have all 10 of these companions just ready to go at any given time. Oh shoot, it's already past 1 AM. Drat.
Alright, Claire.
Wow.
Magikarp and Feebas. Which one should be the body?
Feebas. So, I think it'd be really funny to just roll up to a Commander game. Just be all like, yo, what up? I got lands? So, oh, I'd like to reveal my companions before the game. Don't you mean companion? And just do the slide of all 10 of the cards. Just, no! Yeah, because companions specifically do not care about companions with their deck building restriction.
This thing is terrifying, but I love its Pokedex entry. It is the fish Pokemon.
Oh, good. Fish, 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 fish.
Yes, it is indeed a fish.
It's a fish fish.
Yes.
Yeah, the event is in just a few months. So I should probably... I also want to build a deck around to Commander that literally... Oh, look, an apple. That literally has my name on it. So I think I have to build a deck around it. I just don't know how I could really build a fair, nice, and casual deck. Like, I don't know really how to build the deck, but I know I want to. I mean, Wizard of the Coast made a legendary creature named Claire. How am I supposed to not build a deck around her? I think it'd be really funny to have a CDH deck built around an Infinity card. Rule 0 and CDH. Who'd have thunk it? Oh. Sometimes I almost feel bad for the people I play CDH against, because I really don't think that my deck is making many friends. It tends to occasionally overperform by a lot, but I mean, it's CDH. There shouldn't be any such thing as overperforming in CDH. Yeah, I had an epic play just yesterday where someone had Basalt Monolith out that they were ready to combo off with. A person had out Humility, so they couldn't quite combo off. I had out a Corn, which also meant that they couldn't combo off. I used my Corn to turn the Basalt Monolith into a creature. It would be a 3/3, but because Humility is out, it instead just changes to a vanilla 1/1. And then I had Warping Wail to exile the Basalt Monolith because it can exile a creature with power toughness 1 or less. So yeah, thanks Humility. Really helped me out there. More CEDH players should play Humility. It's the greatest stacks piece. I say as it's one of the stacks pieces that can actually hurt my deck. But I don't care. I like how when I'm, farming XP off of these monsters, I'm actually getting farming experience. It's so fitting. Hey, come on, apples. I have to wonder if... I'm hoping that I'll be able to actually get some nice juicy cooking XP. Yeah, they'll be able to cook up all these new radishes that I'm... Radishes? Turnips? It's one of the two. I don't necessarily need a recipe to cook with. So I'd rather not have to buy recipe books if I don't have to, and recipe bread hasn't been invented yet. It is really weird that I'm actually advancing at the rate of 1 level per day. I'm sure that just killing the generator would give me more XP than these apples. Alright, kill off this one, then run back. Eek. Eek. Yeah, no to the stump. Nope. Those little plants starting to grow and blossom and all that stuff. White in the diary. We can at least try to get the farming part done. Alright, come on. Rain day.
Crap, I will be right back.
Heck yeah, I hear rain. Okay. Rain day, which means we don't have to worry about any of this outside watering. Okay, these aren't ready yet. They should be ready tomorrow. So we should grab our cucumber seeds to be ready to plant here. We could also definitely break a few stumps, yes. Alright, so tomorrow we can plant some more stuff. So yeah. It's about $2,000 per day. Woohoo! Alright, 55 XP, or RP, 55 roleplays. That sounds like a lot to do. $38, so what's that, 17? Wow, only 17, which means I can chop down 2 more stumps and still not take a bite out of my health. Alright. Logging one up. Okay, only 65 more stumps. And about 70,000 monies. Yeah, money and lumber are... looking about fair and equal there. It's really neat. Nah, keep this. So what if I lose a little bit of health while gardening? It's gonna be fine. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, the turnips I'm not planning on selling. The pickled turnips not planning on selling. Oh, right, Alright, cool. Yeah. Every new point of attack is like, oh gosh, yay, I get new ranges from watering the apples. I should really sell all those sweet potatoes. That's like $5,000 just sitting there. 5,400, yeah. Right? 8 times 5, 400? Yeah. It's 5,400 just sitting right there, waiting to be sold. But that's the end of this episode here, so. Yeah! Gosh, am I really going to make new commander decks just for going to an event and just leave all of my other commander decks just sitting behind at home? At the very least, maybe instead of making new commander decks, I should just upgrade the ones I already have that haven't seen an upgrade in years, and maybe that would make them fun to play again. Who knows?